Alright, we should be about ready to start now. Let's see, just one final check. I seem to be... Yep, everything's up and running. All lights are green. Alright. So, hello everybody. We are ranking the first 151 Pokemon today. We will be starting with Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is super adorable. So, yeah, S rank. I'm maybe a little bit generous with the first 151 because, you know, they're the first ones. Ivysaur. Hold on. There we go, it did switch. Sorry, I'm trying to watch 3 screens at once here and it's a little bit of trouble. Okay. Ivysaur is not D, C rank. He's not as good as Bulbasaur, but I don't hate him, so yeah, C. Venusaur, about an A rank. I don't love Venusaur, but yeah, B. Yeah, he's a little better than the Ivysaur. He's fairly cool. He's this big frog thing, but I've never really liked this line. Bulbasaur is already the best, and he just kind of gets worse as he evolves. And then Mega Venusaur, probably a C because it's just not very creative. A lot of the Mega Evolutions are more creative than just make it a little bigger. Charmander, easy S rank, one of my favorite Pokemon. I actually tried to do a run once where I only used Charmander and I never let him evolve. It actually went pretty well. Anyways, Charmeleon, a little less good than Charmander, but I still like him. Actually, I think I like him more than Venusaur, so A rank, Charmeleon. Charizard. Hold up, I haven't been changing the images. Sorry. So, Charizard. He's a little too overhype, but still an amazing Pokemon. S rank. Mega Charizard X. He adds Dragon type, he looks pretty cool. Yeah, he's gotta be an S rank. Whereas Mega Charizard Y, it's just a little more detail in the original Charizard. I still like it, but probably an A rank. Squirtle. I don't want to give out too many S ranks, but on the other hand, Squirtle is super cute. So yeah, all 3 of the starters, they're really good designs. Wartortle, I do not like as much as Squirtle, so probably out of B. Whereas Blastoise definitely goes back up to A. I really like Blastoise. Not as much as Charizard, but still very good Pokemon. Whereas Mega Blastoise is probably a C. It's kind of loses some of Blastoise's charm, and his back cannons kind of form into one. I would prefer if he still had both of his cannons and they both got bigger or something. I don't know. I don't like the original 151's Mega Evolutions very much. So Caterpie. Caterpie's a solid C. He's not terrible, but he's pretty bland as a Pokemon. Whereas Metapod's at least a B. Because all he does is sit there and harden, and that's a stupid strategy, and I like that. There was that one episode in the anime where they had Metapod versus Metapod, and all they did was sit there and harden the whole time. Butterfree. Very cute. Probably one of the best insect Pokemon. S rank, for sure. Weedle. Weedle's a C. Just like Caterpie, it's a very meh bug type. Kakuna, I don't really love it more than Weedle. I kind of like it, so C. Beedrill. Beedrill is my boy. He's terrible at stats, but he looks really cool. He's a giant bee with stingers. He will mess you up. Alright. Mega Beedrill. He actually looks pretty cool, so I'll put him up at A. That's a really cool design, and it gives him a much needed stat boost. Hold on. Okay. There's a bit of a problem with the audio, but it should be fine now. Onwards. Pidgey. I haven't given anything less than a C so far, but yeah, still C. There's not any terrible ones in the first few. Pidgey's just kind of a bird. That's not an exciting design. Is a bird. Pidgeotto. Maybe a little better than Pidgey, so yeah, B rank. Still not great. Pidgeot. Bird Jesus? Nah, he's about an A. In Twitch Plays Pokemon, we had a Pidgeot, and he saved our team. We called him Bird Jesus, and he'd be an S rank, but regular Pidgeot, he's good. Actually, you know what? B rank. I don't love it as much as these other designs, so it's alright, but not great. Mega Pidgeot, a little cooler than regular Pidgeot, I guess. So I guess that's enough to bring it up to A rank. It's a nice design, it's pretty cool, and I'm sure it's very strong. Rattata, a lot of people don't like Rattata, he's a rat, but I love Rattata, so at least an A rank. If I had better reasons, I'd probably give him an S, but okay, our first D is Raticate. That's an easy D. He goes from being this cute little ratty boy to big, fat, ugly rat. It's not even strong or anything, it's an ugly rat. D rank. Spearow. I don't much care for Spearow. D rank. Same for its evolution. These are ugly, lame bird Pokemon. I never cared for them. D rank. Ekans. Just kind of a snake. His name is Snake backwards. C rank. Arbok. Arbok is a cool design. He's got this little face on his chest, and I think it changes in... What do you do to get different Arboks? I don't remember, but there's like 2 or 3 different designs, but they're not like Alolan and Galarian forms, although he may have those, I'm not sure. But yeah, A rank. A little more effort in a snake Pokemon, and it's still a Cobra backwards, but yeah, okay. Then Pikachu. Everybody knows Pikachu. Everybody loves Pikachu. He's cute. He's Ash's Pokemon, so he's in all the episodes. I mean, you can't just not give it an S. Although this little model here is a female Pikachu because of the heart gender difference. I kind of hate that they don't really do gender differences much anymore in Pokemon games. They used to be all about them, and then they stopped. I guess it's too much effort to do 2 slightly different Pokemon models. That's silly. They really should do more of those. It gives them a little more variety. It's good. Raichu. Definitely a step down from Pikachu, but I don't dislike it. Probably B. It's a pretty good design. It's a good Pokemon. Its stats still aren't much better than Pikachu's, but enough to be usable. Even with like the item that makes Pikachu stronger, Pikachu's still just too weak. Sandshrew. I love Sandshrew. He's a little, I don't know, porcupine without quills. He's cute. Love him. Sandslash. He's like Sandshrew, but a little bit cooler. Not enough cooler to be S rank, but yeah, A rank. Nidoran female symbol. They really should just consolidate the 2 Nidorans now. I mean, I'm sure that would cause problems, but it is something they should do. So, yeah, still A rank. I love these little things. They're just like little angry poison rabbits. Nidorina. Slightly older version of Nidoran. not amazing. It's a B. Nidoqueen. She's pretty cool. Yeah, she gets an A rank. She's kind of like a worse Nidoking, but not bad. Male Nidoran. I don't like it as much as female Nidoran, but he's a little better than a C. Nidorino. Solid C. No strong feelings. Nidoking though, he real cool, he real strong. Yeah, he's an S rank. Nidoking is great. Clefairy. She's like a B. I'm not super into it. Whereas Clefable, not really any better. C. Vulpix, super adorable. You can immediately tell she's a fire type. She's got the 6 tails, very cute. S rank. Ninetales. It has 9 tails. Very cute. I really like it. It's Vulpix but stronger, so yeah, S rank. Very good Pokemon. Alright, next up is Jigglypuff. Everybody loves Jigglypuff. She's in Super Smash Bros. She's a decent fighter, unless you're like really, really good, then she's great. But yeah, she's alright. I'd give her an A rank. I don't love her enough for S, but A's enough. Wigglytuff. A very clear step down from Jigglypuff. C rank. Zubat. I want to give it a really low rank because of how just annoying they are, how often they show up, and then they confuse your Pokemon, but I kind of like his design, so he'll end up in C. Yeah. Golbat, hey, he's like bigger Zubat with all the same problems, but he's not as cute, so D. Oddish, just kind of a houseplant, but I like it. B rank. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't need to be in a certain order. Doesn't want to rearrange. Gloom. It's uglier Oddish. It's drooling. You can tell it smells bad. I know what they're going for, but I don't really like it. D rank. Vileplume I like better, though. She's based on that stinky flower. It's called like a Mandragora or something. That's probably not even close to correct. I think it starts with an M, though. It was real big and real stinky, and it kind of looks like this. Some people say it smells like a dead body, so that's not good. But, I like her design. She's cute. She's a strong grass type. This big stink flower. I appreciate that they were willing to, go for that. They weren't like, oh, we think this Pokemon's stinky, so nobody will like it. But no, they weren't like that. So yeah, it's good. Parasect. That's right. No, it's just Paris. Parasect's the evolved form. Paris is just kind of mushroom bug. C. I don't super hate it. Don't love it. Parasect, kind of cool in that the mushroom has taken over Paris's body. You can tell from the wide eyes that its mind is vacant because now mushroom is in charge. It's kind of creepy. But I don't really like it any better than Paris, so yeah. Venonat, cute little bug guy who clearly is supposed to evolve into Butterfree. I mean, they've got very obvious similarities, and then, yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Maybe they, like, switched Venomoth and Butterfree in the order, or, like, they're just like, oh, we need Metapod to evolve into something. We've already got a good insect Pokemon, so let's just use Butterfree. But then they're like, what do we have Venonat evolve into? It has to evolve into something, so it's not useless. So then they made Venomoth, and it's just, I don't really like its design. Don't like much about it. I'll give it a C. I'll be a little generous. I don't want to give it a D. Diglett. Diglett's just kind of this weird thing that pops up out of the ground, and there was all that talk between people, rumors and mysteries, and what could be under the Diglett. People like to draw it being a very muscular man just kind of poking his head out. And there's some very inappropriate things that also are attached to a person that people suggest Diglett is, which makes Dugtrio even worse. But yeah, he's solid B. That's a good Pokemon design. Whereas Dugtrio is just three Digletts. So I'll give it a C. It's kind of bland. Meowth. Meowth's an S tier for sure. This is a pretty good design. It's based on this thing in Japan. It's something Neko, Money Neko. I forget the word for it. I used to have it memorized, but there's little cat statues with their paw raised and a gold coin on their head, and they're supposed to bring you luck and fortune. That's kind of what Meowth is supposed to be. And he's just generally cute, and they've got the Team Rocket Meowth with this talking and his weird, not Boston, Brooklyn accent. His weird accent. Just, yeah, Meowth's great. He's a really good Pokemon. But Persian, though, is just big cat. His big cat is C. Psyduck. Psy-I. I love Psyduck. He's a cute little guy. A. Very cute. Golduck. Step down from Psyduck. Still a decent design. Decent Pokemon. He's B. It's not as good as Psyduck. Mankey. He's just kind of an angry monkey. C. Whereas Primeape is super angry monkey. He's got that little anger sign on his forehead. He's mad all the time. B. It's a nice monkey. I'm sure a lot of people like it more than I do, but I do not like him very much, but it's a little better than C, I guess. Growlithe. Growlithe did nothing wrong. S rank. Very cute. He's a dog. You can clearly tell he's a fire type. He's got good design. And he evolves into Arcanine, who is also super great for the same reasons. He's also kind of based on a Shisa, I think they're called. They're these like guardian lion dog things in Japan. You see them a lot of statues, usually in pairs of two. But he's real cool, real fast, real strong. Arcanine's great. S rank. Poliwag. About a C? It's just a little tadpole with a swirl. Poliwhirl is maybe a little better. B rank. He's this weird little frog guy. Poliwrath. Poliwrath. He's just kind of Poliwhirl but bigger and angrier, and he's fighting type. Probably still B. Abra. These things are super annoying because they constantly run away and they're a huge pain to catch. But I think they're pretty cute, so A rank. Kadabra. The evolved Abra, this one bends spoons with its mind. So two things about this. When I was a kid, I actually tried to do that. Tried to bend spoons with my mind. I just ended up bending a bunch of my mom's spoons, and she got very mad at me for breaking all the silverware. I mean, I was able to bend it back, but I still got in trouble for that. And then also Uri Geller. Its Japanese name is Yungerer, and it's created with pretty much the same kanji or katakana, whichever one it's written in. Or hiragana, I don't know. Whichever it's written in, it's pretty much the exact same. It's clearly a pun on Uri Geller, who is a magician who bends spoons. That's one of his main things. And he ended up suing Pokemon over it. And I don't know if it was a very successful lawsuit, but they did stop printing Kadabra Pokemon cards and didn't really show it in the anime anymore either. So that's kind of lame. Although he has recently, I think in 2020, went and said on Twitter or something that he doesn't care anymore. He's fine with them printing Kadabra cards, but I don't think there have been any, so he's B. I don't like him as much as Abra, but it's an okay design. Alakazam, you know, same. He's this kind of cool psychic Pokemon, but B rank. Mega Alakazam. He's got a bunch of spoons now, and he's really strong. You know, I actually don't care for this design. It's down to C rank for me. Machop. Machop is pretty great. He's just this little guy. I usually don't like humanoid Pokemon very much, but he's a B rank. Machoke. He's a little too human for me. Probably about a C. It's kind of cool design, but he's very human. And I'm not really into wrestling. I know like most nerdy people are like, oh, wrestling is also cool. There's a lot of overlap between the two. I don't know what that's about. And there's a lot of wrestling Pokemon, and I don't really care for him. Machamp, big guy. I'd give him like a D, but then they gave him 2 more arms, so 2 more ranks. B rank. He's kind of a guy though, so yeah. Bellsprout. Bellsprout's this weird, cute plant thing. Weepinbell. He's super weird, but in a way that I like. So B rank also. Victreebel was always eating James. He's got this scary, creepy plant thing going on. So honestly, B rank too. They're all very B rank. Tentacool. I don't know. He's this weird jellyfish thing with red gems. C. Tentacruel, though, is a little cooler. Not cool enough I'd give it an S or an A, but he's got one personality. He's got his weird nose claw thing. B rank. Geodude. He's a rock with arms. It's not very inspired design, but he's cute-ish or cool-ish. I don't know. He's kind of all right. He's kind of all right. A little better than C rank. Graveler, though, I think is pretty ugly. Don't know why he has 4 arms. Is D rank. I don't like Graveler. Golem, though, I really like. A lot of people say it's dumb, but it reminds me of a boss from Legend of Zelda. Was it Link to the Past? Yeah, it was Link to the Past. They had that big rock turtle boss, and there was the rock turtle dungeon, and he reminds me of that. Plus, he's a decently strong Pokemon, and he's just this little, like, rock dragon thing. He's not dragon type, I know, but just a little dragon face. Ponyta. I love Ponyta. She's very cute. She's got this little fire mane and tail. She's adorable. I would want one if Pokemon were real, even with the fire hair, so absolutely, definitely S rank. Whereas Rapidash, even though it's a unicorn, it's somehow less cool. Less good than Ponyta. I still really like it, so probably an A rank. Oh, did I not give? He's supposed to be an S. Golem. S. I love it. Slowpoke. He's just this cute, dumb thing. A rank. I like him. Hey. What? Okay, they're out of order for some reason. Slowbro is, he's a B rank. He's not quite as good as Slowpoke, but still not bad. And then we have to go back for Mega Slowbro, which, why does this exist? This is a D. It's dumb. His tail, the shelter on it, just kept growing and kind of consumed him, and there's barely any of him left, which is just kind of sad, really. Maybe even a little scary. Magnemite. I would give this, honestly, an A rank. A lot of people put it as C, but people use him as an argument for the older generations, because there's a lot that are just household objects with eyes slapped on them. Hold on, the music got too quiet for OBS to pick up. There we go. Nope, still. I don't make it too loud because I don't want to like yell over it, but okay, maybe that'll do. Sorry, OBS has trouble picking up quieter music, but I didn't want to have super loud music for this. And I wanted to use Pokemon music because we're doing a Pokemon thing. Anyways, I've already gone too long on that tangent because we're going on a tangent about Magnemite. So a lot of them are just household objects with eyes slapped on. And when people bring that up, they're like, oh, but Magnemite was just a magnet with eyes. But that's not true at all. People say that all the time, but he's a little steel body with the one creepy eye, and then he's got little screws and magnets on him, and he floats and the magnets turn. He's a little more involved of a design. He's not super complex, but he's not as basic as a lot of those other ones. Music is quiet again, but it's just fading between songs. Alright, Magneton. I don't like this as much as Magnemite. It's just 3 Magnemites slapped together, just like Dugtrio. Yeah, that's not much of a design, man. Farfetch'd is an A rank. He may even deserve S, but I'm going to put him in A. There's this saying, I think it's a Japanese saying, but it might be kind of a universal thing, about, it's lucky when you catch your dinner and seasoning at the same time, and you find a duck with a leak. I think it's supposed to be carrying it in its mouth, or beak rather. Ducks have beaks. So it's a lucky coincidence that you find a duck with a leak in its beak, because when you're hunting for dinner. That's why his name is Farfetch'd. It's like a far-fetched occurrence. Like, you tell people you found him like that, and they won't really believe you. Also, he bonks people with his onion, so, I mean, leek. Well, leek's a kind of onion, right? Same plant family, whatever. He cool. Doduo. I mean, I don't know, it's either B or C. Probably B? Yeah, he's a little better, because he's this doofy little bird. And there's also that, I guess you could call it a meme, where someone replaced one of his other heads with, one of his heads with another Pokemon. And just looks really bad. It was, which Pokemon was it? It's just a really ugly one. It's like, be strong for Mother, Clarence. Be strong! It's the normal head trying to cope with having the really ugly second head. It's funny to me, so that's B rank. Dodrio, kind of same thing. That was Dugtrio and Magneton. It's just a little more of the same, just like one more of the same creature. I do like that the different heads have different personalities, but C. Seal, it's a seal. C O rank. Dugong, slightly better and cuter, so that elevates it to B. It's cute. I like Dugong. Grimer, he's a solid B. Although, this is another one that people bring up. Oh, Grimer was just a pile of sludge with eyes on it, and they've actually got a case in this event. He really is just sludge with eyes. It's not great. Muck is just big Grimer. He's a little angrier. I'd almost put him in D rank, but C. He's bigger Grimer. Shellder. He's a little clam with a tongue and eyes. He's not much of a Pokemon, but he's a Pokemon. He's a little cute. Cloyster, he's a little, yeah. He's a clam with a pearl inside, which they later redid with clam pearl. Why? It's the exact same thing. But if you look closely at it, and you've ever seen a naked woman from the right angle, he looks unpleasantly familiar. So that'll be a D. Yeah. Ghastly. He's this cool floating ball with poison gas, so very clearly ghost poison type. He's a cool design. I really like Ghastly. Haunter's this floating angry ghost with hands. I think he's pretty cool. I would give him an S rank. Haunter is great. He's my favorite of their line. Gengar. A lot of people love Gengar. I don't so much. And in the original lore, I think he was supposed to be the ghost of a dead Clefable. They've got like the same outline, and I think there was some sort of confirmation of that from the staff, but they didn't want to be too blatant about it. Also, when I was a kid, I had kind of a, what do you call them? A sleep paralysis nightmare, where you continue having a nightmare even though you're awake. About Gengar, so yeah, I'd put him at about, no, an A. He's still pretty good design, but I don't love as much as Haunter. And I wasn't really like scared of him as a kid, it's just, I was just having a nightmare about him. Mega Gengar, I don't love it. It doesn't even really look that much like Gengar. It's C rank. Not great. Onix, Big Rock Snake, Brock's Pokemon. He's good. You know what? B rank. I was gonna say A, but he just Rock Snake. B rank. Drowsy. He's like an ugly tapir on two legs. If you don't know what a tapir is, Tapir. Google it. They're kind of cute, but also kind of ugly. So. Also, he hypnotizes people, and that's not good. He's up to no good. D. Hypno. Same thing. Hypnotizing people and doing probably very bad things to them. There's kind of a reason that there's so much, I guess you could call it fan art, of him doing bad things to people. But he's, I don't know, a little better design than Drowsy, so I'll give him a C. Krabby. He's a crab. C. A lot of people think he's really cute, but I don't so much. Krabby's a C. Kingler, very clearly the evolution of Krabby. That's pretty good design, I guess. So I'll bump him up to a B. Voltorb, the angry Pokeball. He's very easy to draw. He's also very annoying, because you want to find items, and it's a Voltorb instead. And also, I think he would self-destruct. He would at least have Sonic Boom, which was a guaranteed, what was it, 20 or 40 damage, which is a little too much, considering how early you could find them sometimes. So, yeah, I don't really like him. C. Electrode. It's Happy Voltorb turned upside down. Some people say it's because they're like electrons, negatively and positively charged. So, I don't know if that's a thing, but it's kind of decent. So, B, even though he's a jerk who explodes. Exeggcute. I think this is a fairly clever design. 6 eggs, and I always wondered what would happen if you took one away from the others. Would it remain sentient? Would you end up, if you split them up, would you end up with 6 Exeggcutes? And what happens if it evolves in that state? Who knows? And the back one is broken, but I think if you see the sprite from the other side, it's got a face on its back. So I could be wrong about that. It is a B. Exeggutor. Not a lone Exeggutor, just regular. He's a little dopey coconut tree. He's kind of alright. And things like Grass and Psychic, yeah, he's decent. Although there's really not much to indicate that they're Psychic type. I think both of these are both Grass and Psychic. I could be wrong. I mean, I couldn't blame you for not guessing this one's type. Because it's pink eggs. I'd probably guess psychic if I didn't know. For this, I wouldn't guess psychic if I didn't know, but I'd go for grass. So between the two, I guess you can tell. And then Cubone. Cubone had that, has that sad story where that's his mother's skull on his head. It's like, aw, Cubone. That's so sad. And he's a cute Pokemon and he's kind of cool looking. I'd probably give him an S rank. He's really good. I like him. Also, a lot of people suggested that he was like Kangaskhan's baby. But that doesn't entirely make sense, although that may be what they originally planned to go on. Also, his whole thing doesn't make sense when you get to Pokemon breeding and, you know, you've got a mother Cubone who has baby Cubones, but it's like, it's supposed to be wearing the mother's skull, but that's not possible because the mother's still alive and her skull is, you know, in her head, hopefully. So, yeah, Pokemon doesn't always make sense. Then I've got to do a switch between, there we go. Okay, Marowak. A little bit cooler Cubone, but kind of loses some of its charm. So I'd probably bump it down to an A rank. Still a great Pokemon, but not as great as Cubone. Why? Hold on. I've got to mess with my settings here. Hotkeys. Scroll down. Okay, next. Previous. Sorry about that. There were issues with Streamlabs, so I had to switch over to OBS and recreate this, and it hasn't been a smooth experience. Okay, so we've already ranked Marowak, so Hitmonlee, named after Bruce Lee, who's pretty cool, at least as far as I know. I think I started hearing negative rumors about him in recent times, but I don't remember what those were. As far as I remember, he was just this cool kung fu fighter. But Hitmonlee is just kind of a blob with eyes, and he kicks. He's a B for me. And yeah, he talks in the anime. It's just, how does he have a voice? He has no mouth. That's so weird. Hitmonchan, named after Jackie Chan, who definitely has had some kind of negative things about him brought to light in recent times. But he's a pretty cool actor, at least, and he does all his own stunts, which is great. Liked him in Rush Hour. But Hitmonchan himself, I guess I'll go for A rank. I mean, yeah, about A rank. I normally wouldn't rank a Pokemon so high. It's so just very a guy. It's a guy. It's wearing clothes, but he's got these cool boxing glove hands, and I don't know, I just kind of like his design, even though that's very hypocritical of me. Lickitung, he a big tongue boy. A lot of people would just be like, nope, F, gross. But I think he's all right. He's just a weird tongue guy. B rank. Coughing. He's sort of cute. Oh, you know, I'll be generous and give him an A rank because he was in the anime and he was James's Pokemon, and James is great. They were a little repetitive with coughing or wheezing. Use Smokescreen, and then they never would clear it out in time, and Team Rocket would always escape, usually with Pikachu in hand. Then wheezing, it's just coughing, but he's like spreading, like the poison gas is spreading, so he's creating more coughings. That's what's going on here with the smart coughing with only part of the skull formed. He's I can't think of the right word for it, so just, you know, spreading out as poison gas does. Don't really love it. C rank. Rhyhorn, he's a rock rhino. That's pretty cool. B rank. Whereas Rhydon is basically just cooler Rhyhorn. So, yeah, he should be A rank. The music paused for some reason. 1 second. Alright, that was... Why? No idea why that happened. Okay, anyways. Right on, A rank. Chansey. She's the Nurse Joy's Pokemon. She's the Pokemon Center Pokemon. She helps to heal your Pokemon. She's good. A rank, although it really makes you wonder about her eggs, because Pokemon eggs are a thing. So is that supposed to be her egg? Because I don't think Chansey eggs look like that. But then, what kind of egg is it? Where did it come from? What are the implications of someone eating it? How did she get more? It's best if we don't ask these questions. Tangela, little kind of a monster hiding in a bush, but it's got feet. I think it's a little interesting, so B rank. Kangaskhan, named after Genghis Khan. Not a very great pun there. Just kind of big angry thing. It's got little babby in its pouch. It's based on a kangaroo. Well, they probably should have just done a more kangaroo-like Pokemon. That would have probably been better. B. No, I'll give it an A. It's actually a pretty cool Pokemon. And then the Mega form is actually not Kangaskhan really improving like most Megas, but its Babby grows up. But then, if that's an older Kangaskhan, why do Kangaskhan hatch as parents who already have a baby? Again, it's just better if you don't ask these questions. Pokemon doesn't make sense. I think it's pretty alright. Maybe A rank. You know, actually, I'll bump regular Kangaskhan down to B rank. Because I think this is, like, a little better, maybe? Alright. Horsey. Horsey's is a seahorse. Is cute. I like it. B. Then Seadra is horsey, but a little cooler. A little angrier. I can bring it up to an A rank. I like Seadra. Goldeen. Far too common, and I think it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to recall imagery of like a princess, if I'm not mistaken, so B rank, not super into it, especially because it evolves into Sea King, which a princess evolves into a king. Like, what is up with that? Also, he's kind of ugly, so sorry, but D rank. Staryu. He's a little starfish with a gem and gold attaching that gem to him. He's also, weirdly, one of the only not symmetrical Pokemon designs because he's got this one side that's not attached. I don't know if they just like drew that here, if that's how he always is, but that's weird because look back at some of the others. If you draw a line down the middle of them, they're symmetrical. Symmetrical. Mostly. I mean, Tangela's kind of a mess, but weirdly not symmetrical. Which Starmie is. And I think it's about the same, maybe a little cooler. It's about a B rank still, though. Not a bad design. Mr. Mime. This is just a guy. A weird guy. That's a terrible Pokemon design. F rank, for sure. He's an F. Our first F. Just, no thank you. Scyther, though, is amazing. Very cool. One of the best Bug-type Pokemon. He's got his cool size, S rank all the way. Very, very cool. Although he'd kind of lose points for not being able to learn Fly. But he's alright. In fact, he's more than alright. He's great. I really like Scyther. I'm glad he got an eventual evolution. Jinx. Oh boy. Jinx was originally not purple. She had black skin. They changed it to purple to try to make it a little less offensive. It's still very obviously a racist caricature of a black woman, though. That's... Why would you do this? Come on, Japan. I know Japan's a little bit racist, but come on. F rank for sure. Just why? Electabuzz. Kind of supposed to be electricity personified. He's a B rank. He's kind of cool, but I don't know. He's kind of dumb looking, kind of lame, but kind of cool. So not quite an A rank, but better than C. Whereas Magmar, I'd put him in the same because he's basically just fire Electabuzz. Because he's just, this one's fire personified, whereas Electabuzz was electricity. Magmar. He's kind of got a butt head, though. So that'll bump him down to C. Pinsir. It's a scary, angry bug with his pincers and his teeth, and he's an angry, violent boy. I don't really like him, though. I think he's kind of hideous. A lot of people love him, but I'd give him a C. And then Mega Pinsir, I never really saw before now, and when I was practicing for this, I was like, since when does Pinsir have a Mega Evolution? So, it's also kind of ugly. I'd give it a D. Tauros, it's literally just a bull. This is one of the less inspired Pokemon designs. It's a bull. C. Magikarp, S rank. I mean, come on, it's Magikarp. How can you not love it? All he does is splash, and he's terrible. He's a Magikarp, S rank. He evolves into Gyarados, who's pretty cool, but not an actual dragon type, and very, very weak to electricity. So I'll bring it down to an A rank. Still very good Pokemon, though. Mega Gyarados. I actually like this design less, even though I think it picks up dragon type in exchange for flying. I would give it like a D because it's kind of ugly, but it did become a proper dragon, so C. Lapras, one of my absolute favorites, and she will get an S rank. She should be up here with Ponyta. There we go. Very, very good. She's based on the Loch Ness Monster, which I think is silly. But, I mean, the concept of the Loch Ness Monster. But, yeah, she's real cute. She always gave Ash and Friends a ride without complaining. She'll give you a ride in the Let's Go games, I think. You can use her to surf, and you actually surf on her back, and I think that's great. She's very cute. She's a decently strong water and ice type. This is another one I would want in real life if Pokemon were able to be real. Just like Ponyta, I'd definitely go out and capture Lapras. Very great Pokemon. Ditto. Honestly, another S rank. Because Ditto can be anything, and when he transforms, he keeps his doofy face. But I think that's just the less experienced ones. The ones who know what they're doing actually fully transform. Which is still amazing, because Ditto can be any Pokemon you want it to be. Or maybe anything else. Maybe you can make it, be a person. Cough, Shadman, cough. But, yeah, Ditto's great. S rank. Eevee. I like her. Before Let's Go Eevee, I probably would have given her, like, an A. But, honestly, Let's Go made me more attached to her, so I don't know why it keeps resizing itself. S rank. For sure. Eevee's great. She evolves into, 7 different Pokemon? And hopefully more in the future. I really like evolutions. Vaporeon is great. As I just said, evolutions, love them. They're great. Very clearly water type. Very cute. Easy S rank. Alright, Jolteon. Again, very clear what its element is. It's an evolution. You can tell both those things just by looking at it. Jolteon, very cute, very cool looking. And in Pokemon Conquest, probably my favorite Pokemon spin-off game, this was my partner, and he did an excellent job carrying my team. Just being a really good, really strong Pokemon. Very reliable. S rank. At least as far as I remember. I might not be remembering right. It was years ago. I'd really love a remake or sequel to Pokemon Conquest. I'd play that all day. It was such a good one. It was it was basically a cross between Fire Emblem and Pokemon. It was actually crossed with Nobunaga's Ambition, but it's basically like much worse Fire Emblem. Regular Nobunaga's Ambition games are kind of lame, but Pokemon Conquest was amazing. Very, very good game. Flareon. I actually kind of like it a little less than Jolteon and Vaporeon, so I'll probably bring it down to an A. Still pretty good. Hold on, I'm going to change the music real quick. Oh, this is not even the right. I was wondering why it was different from what I had originally set. Right here. That's what we want. Sorry about that. Okay. We're Flareon. This is taking longer than it did when I was practicing. Sorry if this has been going on for like too long. An hour? I've been streaming for an hour? That can't be. I suppose it's possible. The tech issues at the start did take way too long to resolve. I should have just made a second video and deleted that, but it's too late to do anything about that now. So yeah, Porygon. I like Porygon. A lot of people think it's kind of lame design, but it's just, his name is just Polygon because it's still Porygon in Japanese, and that's how they would pronounce that, Porygon. So yeah, he's polygonal, like early video game designs, which is a little meta because he was an early video game design, but he was not polygonal actually, he was two-dimensional. Anyways, also his episode caused epilepsies in Japan, so I think they never aired it in English and never re-aired the episode, which I guess that's fair, but you can't hold that against him. Or it, rather. It has no gender. Praise Helix? No. He's Omanite is about a C. He's an alright Pokemon. In Twitch-based Pokemon, he was our deity, but if we're judging regularly, then yeah, he's just kind of a C. Praise Helix? No. Helix he's actually just an okay Pokemon. Just kind of a C. I don't hate it, don't love it. Kabuto. That's just Japanese for helmet. But he's a little better than Omanite. I would always pick the Dome Fossil between them. He's this scary, kind of crab-looking thing. I know it's actually based off a fossil of, I want to say an Ammonite, but that's what Omanite is. He's something. Just, are these black things his eyes, or are the red things his eyes? Probably the red things. He's a real creepy-looking guy. Kabutops. Very cool, very Scyther-like. I really like this one. He's probably an A. Very, very good. Not quite S-rank material in my opinion, but still very cool. Aerodactyl. It's a pterodactyl, but rock type. Also, he's got a huge ugly jaw. I don't remember his lower jaw being that ugly originally, but C. He's a little cool, but not cool enough. Mega Aerodactyl. I would bump him up to like an A based on the coolness increase, but he's got this doofy rock beard that makes him look worse. It's just, I don't know. I like the rock spikes. I don't like the beard. So, probably still C. Snorlax. Snorlax is great. He's this big old boy. Big old Snorlaxy cat thing. Snorlax is Snorlax. He's good. A rank. Articuno. For some reason, I like this the best out of the legendary bird trio. It's very graceful. Very good design. I'm gonna give it an S rank. It's one of my favorites. It's very cool. I love its tail. Ice and flying is a cool combination. It's pretty cool. I love Zapdos. He was a huge part of Twitch Plays Pokemon, but we're not basing on that, so I'm not going to give him an S rank, but he's still great. A rank. Really good Pokemon. Really good design. He's all jaggedy and lightning. He's a little bit like Jolteon, like a bird instead of an Eevee, but still. Moltres. Fire Chicken. Yeah, he's a solid A rank. Like him just as much as Zapdos. Still pretty cool. Dratini. Very cute. Annoyingly rare. But very cute Pokemon. He's like the only dragon type line. I'll give it an A. I could put it up here. A. I like Dratini a lot. Dragonair. I also absolutely... I love Dragonair. It's very cute and cool looking to me. And then, of course, that culminates in Dragonite. Get yourself a Dragonite. Google that. It's good video. Also, Dragonite is just amazing. It's cute. It's awesome. It's very strong. It has very few weaknesses except Ice, which is double weak to. Lance uses 3 of them because he's a jerk. Yeah, Lance is alright, but still, just come on, man. 3 Dragonites. Do you need to be that OP? Overpowered. That's what OP stands for, in case some of y'all don't know. Mewtwo. Mewtwo is Mewtwo. If you haven't seen the movie, watch the movie. I don't love him enough for S rank, but he's cool enough for A rank. He's a pretty cool Pokemon. Cool design, cool backstory. He talks. He's sentient. Really cool Pokemon. Mega Mewtwo X. Just like Mewtwo with slightly more stylizing. Yeah, I'd probably give it a B. Mega Mewtwo Y. When this was first revealed, I don't think they said what it was. I think we data mined to find it. But a lot of people said that this would be Mew 3. But no, it's just Mega Mewtwo Y, which in a sense is kind of Mew 3, but not really. But it looks like a cross between Mewtwo and Mew. I think I like it a little better than the other Mega Mewtwo, so I'd probably give it an A. And then finally, Mew. And Mew goes at the top of S rank. Mew is my absolute favorite Pokemon of all time. Always will be. I love Mew more than like every other Pokemon combined. It's my absolute favorite. I love this Pokemon. It's super adorable. It was really adorable in the movie. It learns every move. And everyone, for some reason, knew the Mew rumors. You know, yeah, hold on, the music's too quiet again for the thing. Sorry about that. It's being really fussy today, the streaming software. I wasn't expecting it to be this way, because when I was testing, it wasn't like that. Hold on, my mouse has disappeared. What is happening? What? Why and how? Okay, there we go. Sorry, my mouse went invisible for a while. I could see what it was hovering over, but I couldn't actually see the mouse, and that was kind of a pain. Okay, back to this. And we're almost done anyways, just talking about Mew. So everyone knew the Mew rumors. It was supposedly under a truck in the SSN area. You have to get off the boat by like getting knocked out, but after you've gotten cut, and then the boat leaves, but you can still enter the area and look around, and there was this truck, and like you were supposed to use strength on it or something, or like press A on it 1,000 times, or there were some variations on the rumor, but we all heard the rumors. That's how you got Mew. But in reality, you couldn't get it. So it was disappointing. I don't know how that rumor spread too, because it was before the internet. Very strange. And there was something else I wanted to say about it, but I kind of forgot. I just really love Mew. Oh, right, the Pokeball. I love Mew enough that I was willing to shell out the $50 for the stupid Pokeball controller. Let's go. You had to play it with one controller, and that whole concept was dumb. So I would have probably paid $20 for the controller at most if I'd actually wanted it, if it didn't come with Mew. I basically paid $50 for Mew. But since I am an idiot, I kind of made a mistake, and I can't transfer my Mew from Let's Go to Sword and Shield in any way. I might be able to fix that in the future, but for now, it's like if I use Home just right, Pokemon Home, I might be able to make it work. I think probably not, though. There's a good chance I've screwed myself out of Mew. And I don't think there are any more of these that you can buy, and I don't want to shell out another $50 for it, so hopefully they'll let us have Mew again in the future. Mew events are rare, and I would always miss them. And Pokemon distribution events were stupid in the first place, because you always had to go to GameStop and pester the employees. That's so uncomfortable, especially as an adult. I mean, I'm kind of embarrassed to let others know that I still play Pokemon as an adult. Especially strangers. Except strangers on the internet. For some reason, this is totally fine. I'm cool with telling everybody I love Pokemon. It's a little more awkward in person, and then, like, they're trying to do their job, and you just come in and, like, yeah, I want to get a Pokemon. They have to set up a thing, I think. It's weird. I don't know why it's a thing. And then they would sometimes just do like you had to connect to GameStop's Wi-Fi, and then you could get it, but that was still weird. So it's good that they've transitioned now to just, you connect to the internet, you get your Pokemon. That's how it always should have been. But we need more Mew events. I don't know if we'll ever get another one, because they probably want to sell more of those Pokeballs. But I think they're done with that. I don't know. We'll see. I would like to have Mew in the next main games, which I guess is Pokemon Legends. That looks real interesting. I'll probably stream that if it's possible when it comes out. But that's not at least for, I'd say 2 years. I think they're being too optimistic saying it'll come out in 2022. It looks really good, though. Very hyped for that. Anyways, so we're going to start playing Pokemon Sword DLC in a few minutes here. It'll take me a few minutes to get set up. So I'll probably stop the stream and start another. And then I'll have to edit everything. This whole thing's much more work than it looks like. So, our S ranks. Just to wrap up. Mew, Charmander, Ponyta, Lapras, Bulbasaur, Charizard. Mega Charizard X is still great. Even though it's, just Charizard again. Charizard's a little too popular. He got 2 Megas and a Gigantamax, and I think maybe even something else. I think it's a little too popular, even though he's a great design. So, also Squirtle. I love Butterfree. It's really cute. Love Beedrill too. Even though I don't usually like bug-type Pokemon, these two are amazing. And so Scyther. Let's put him with the other bugs. Pikachu is the mascot, so of course he's S rank. He's real cute. Or she. This one's female. She's cute. Nidoking is very strong looking. He's got a strong presence. Vulpix, very cute. Ninetales, also still cute. Little cooler. It actually has 9 tails. It's a good Pokemon. I really like it. Meowth. Anime Meowth, and he's a good design. Even though he's weak, he's a good Pokemon. S rank. Growlithe. Growlithe and Arcanine, I already explained. I love them. They're great. They're good dogs, good boys, good girls, depending. Golem. He's doofy rock dragon thing. I like him. Hunter, he's a cool ghost. Ghosts are usually pretty cool. He's a good one. I like him. S rank. Cubone. Sad story. Cute Pokemon. Magikarp is Magikarp. Ditto turns into anything. Anything? Anything. Eevee. Very cute. Let's go Eevee. Vaporeon and Jolteon. Very cute evolutions. Jolteon was especially good against Pokemon Conquest. Articuno. I like it better than the other legendary birds. They're all really great designs. But this one's a little more graceful and cool than the others, in my opinion. Dragonair. Very cute. Very interesting looking. I like it a lot, even though it's not strong and it takes a long time to evolve into. Dragonite, one of my favorites. Let's put him up here. He's a really good, really good Pokemon. Get yourself a Dragonite. Okay, that's we've gone on too long, so I will end now. This went much longer than I intended it to, especially with the tech issues. Hopefully, you had fun watching this. And if I ranked one of your Pokemon you don't like really high, or one of the ones that you love as a D, or even an F rank, well, good. It's good to have different opinions, and you are wrong if you like Mr. Mime or Jinx. You just... Opinions can't be objectively wrong, but you are objectively wrong. Seriously, nobody's favorite Pokemon is Mr. Mime or Jinx. I'm trying to wrap this up, but I want to talk about a thing, so screw it. There was a poll on Reddit a while back that got 50,000 people to respond and choose their favorite Pokemon, and only like 5 weren't chosen. But realistically, nobody's favorite Pokemon is Mr. Mime or Jinx. Or like Pinsir. Everybody's favorite Pokemon, if you really made them like, you know, you have to choose, you have to tell the truth. If you lie, you're dead. They're going to say Pikachu or Charmander, Charizard, Greninja, who's not a Gen 1 Pokemon. He's like the most popular Pokemon for some reason. Greninja. They might say Meowth. A small portion of the population, of which I am included, will say Mew. Like, seriously, your actual favorite Pokemon, there's like 10 people are going to choose. They want to give the other Pokemon some love, because, you know, they're Pokemon, but they're not actually anybody's favorite. People are not that complicated. We're really basic creatures. We love Pikachus. Most people, their favorite's Pikachu. Or Greninja, or Mewtwo, I think, is a lot of people's favorite. Yeah, it's probably going to be one of the Gen 1 Pokemon, and one on a short list. So yep, those are how I rank the Generation 1 Pokemon. If I get this to be shorter, I'm going to try to do this before every stream until we've gone through every generation. And speaking of going through every generation, no, that didn't make sense as Sweden. We're going to Pokemon Sword in a couple minutes when I get set up. Okay, bye.